Good morning, student. Today we will discuss chapter 3rd, that is accounting equation, right? So our chapter 3rd is accounting equation. Our third chapter is accounting equation, right? Student, chapter 3rd, accounting equation, basically based on the dual aspect concept, right? Chapter 3rd, basically based on dual aspect concepts, which tells us assets of the business is equal to equities, and equities may be of two types. One equity known as liability and second equity is known as capital. Liability, basically this is the outsider liability, and capital is the internal liabilities, and always asset is equal to equities. So assets is equal to liability plus capital. Asset is equal to liability plus capital. So this is the basic equation which is commonly used to calculate the value of capital. Every transaction affects assets, sometimes assets and liabilities, sometimes assets, liabilities and capitals. So in every step we have to calculate the amount of capital by taking the one transaction, right? So let me start accounting equation, how to prepare the accounting equation and how to solve the questions, right student? So student, let me start illustration number 1. Illustration number 1. So first of all student, we have to write the statement. First statement is Ketan introduced cash 3 lakh to start the business. So business started with cash rupees 3 lakh. So this is the transaction. Now we have to learn how this transaction is set in accounting equation. First of all, we have to draw a column which we have to draw 3 columns in a box. First box is known as assets is equal to second box is known as liability plus last box is known as capital. So the amount of transaction we have to put in this box. Cash is an assets, so that's why it will be putting asset side. So cash 3 lakh. In first transaction there is no liability, so amount of liability is nil. In every transaction we have to calculate the amount of capital. How to calculate the amount of capital? Liability will be minus from assets. 3 lakh minus 0, that means our value of capital is 3 lakh. So this is the step number 1, right? First transaction. Then we have to write down the statement second. Okay? Second statement is goods purchased on credit. Goods purchased on credit of rupee 60,000. Now we need to prepare the table again. We have to prepare the table again, but the second table is basically prepared on the basis of first table figures. So we have cash 3 lakhs, cash remains same because cash is not gone from the business because goods are purchased on the credit basis, but stock comes to us. 60,000 stock comes to us, but it is on the basis of credits. That's why creditor will come 60,000. This is the liability side. Okay. Now how we calculate the capital? So first of all we make a total of asset side. The total is 3,60,000. 3,60,000 minus 60,000, and you will find the capital amount is 3 lakh. So in this manner, in every step we have to calculate the amount of capital. Understand? Let me start to prepare the table number 3rd. Cash paid to creditor. Cash paid to creditor. Cash paid to creditor 40,000. So third table we try to prepare, but third table basically on the basis of second table. Third table basically is based on table second. So we paid cash 40,000. So in the second table we have the cash 3 lakh. Now 3 lakh minus 40,000. Okay, you have only 3,60,000 cash. Stock remains same because there is no change, and creditor, you have to pay 40,000 rupee to the creditor, so creditor comes down rupee 20,000 from 60,000. Right? Now we make the total. The total is 3,20,000. 2,60,000. 2,60,000 plus 60,000. 3,20,000, and the amount of creditor is 20,000. How we calculate the amount of capital? Again, liability will be minus from assets. So 20,000 minus from 3,20,000, and we will find capital is 3 lakh. So this is the table number 3rd. Now we have to prepare the table number 4, but table number 4 is based on the table number 3rd. So fourth transaction is withdrew 50,000. Fourth transaction withdrew rupees 50,000. So fourth table will be based on the table 3rd. Right? That means we will consider the figures of table 3rd. So we have cash 2,60,000 in table 3rd, and we made drawing 50,000. So 50,000 will gone from the business, so it will minus from the 2,60,000. So last table shows the cash 3,60,000. Now 50,000 gone from the business. So we have the cash 2,10,000. Right? Stock remains same because there is no change in stock. Right? And creditor remains same 20,000. Now we have to make the total. total. So asset side total is 2,70,000. Asset side total is 2,70,000. Right? So how we calculate the capital? 20,000 liability will be minus from the total of asset, that is 2,70,000. So capital is 2,50,000. 2,50,000 will be calculated. 20,000 will be minus from 2,70,000 and result will be 2,50,000. Right? Now we try to prepare the table number 5. Table number 5. Furniture purchased in cash 25,000. Furniture purchase of rupee 25,000. 25,000 in cash. So table 5 is prepared, and this table also on the basis of table number 4. We have cash 2,10,000. What we purchase? Furniture 25,000 in cash. So cash will reduce. 2,10,000 minus 25,000. 2,10,000 minus 25,000, and we have 1,85,000 cash. Right? Now stock. Stock is 60,000. Stock is 60,000, and creditor 20,000. Right? Now we make the total creditor 20,000, and the total of assets 1,85,000 plus 60,000, that is 2,45,000. Got it? So 2,45,000 minus 20,000, we have the capital. Capital is 2,25,000. How we calculate the capital? The amount of liability will be minus from the total of assets. The total of asset is 2,45,000 and liability is 20,000. So liability 20,000 will be minus from 2,45,000 and result will be 2,25,000. Student, I think you understand these 5 tables. So this is the part 1 of the video. Part 1, and in part 2 we try to complete the question. Thank you.